Hi, I'm Anita from Needles and Hooks, and welcome to episode 29 of Yarn with Me. So, I did last week, I worked on our blanket backing. This week, I need to do the temperature blankets for March 9th, which was yesterday. This is going to come out on the 11th. So, with both blankets, I'm a day behind, which is normal. So, and I did keep up doing them, but I need to do the block and the knit portion of it. I did a tutorial for putting our months together for the crochet and the knit one, and that should be out on Wednesday because today's Monday, March 10th. So if you could be so kind to like, share, subscribe, join the Discord. The link to that is in the description below. I'm going to grab my phone and set my timer for 30 minutes and press play. So today's temperature features varsity blue yet again, and this time varsity gold. If I could just flip my skeins around to where the end is at, so I can go ahead and get those started. Would like to not to have yarn barf come out of my varsity blue. Almost had it happen yesterday. In fact, it did happen like 2 days ago. And I'm like, no! Let me scooch over. It's warm today. It's in the 70s right now, so I'm trying to make sure you can see me sort of doing what I'm doing. And we're off. Let me know what project or projects you worked on, because I know the temperature blankets, these isn't gonna even take like 30 minutes to do. The block takes maybe 5 minutes, if that. You know, it goes by super quick. I didn't bother turning my light on because it's sunny outside. I don't get direct sunlight in here, but I get enough to do what I need to do. And turn, and we increase. I need to count real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I didn't do more than 12. All right, now they're currently installing gates for the parking lot, which I think is ridiculous because, one, I don't know how those gates are going to work and if they'll have them open during the day and close them at night until whatever o'clock in the morning. So I don't know how it's going to work. Right now, I hope they're only just doing one. They were working on it earlier. So, and I haven't been back out for about an hour or so, so I don't know what that's going to look like, and I probably won't know what that's going to look like until tomorrow morning. And the time changed. So that's kind of messing me up a little bit, and it might mess me up further when I go to work tomorrow. Count 1, 2, 3. Get my hook out the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, and I get to change colors here. 10, 11. Cut my yarn, add in varsity gold yet again. I'm hoping that Weather Underground has it at like 70, so I can use like a different color, like varsity orange is my next one for 70 to 79, I think. which, yay, more colors. I'm honestly getting tired of, like, seeing Varsity Blue. I want some other colors, dang it. But that's how it goes. And I had to guess on, well, I didn't guess. I had to go to a different site for the temperatures for March 8th because it was completely blank. There was temperatures going through during the day, but I wasn't going to get them until after midnight, and then there just wasn't any there. They were gone. March 8th was a blank day, so I had to go and find another resource to get that day. So I did that, got the block done, all finished. Yay, go me. I'm currently working the second or third, is it the third week of March? If I can find my mouse. That's second week. Second week of March. It doesn't seem right though. I haven't used much Varsity Gold as much as I've used Varsity Blue. But I bought 2 skeins of each color, so I'm hoping I don't run out. The only thing I'm afraid I'm going to run out of is black. And when I go and start making the blocks, you know what, I think that's probably what I'll do. Instead of picking a different project, I do need to make more gray and black blocks. So maybe I'll do that with the rest of my time. I'm going to have to crack open another skein of black just to do that, because I was rattling it off on the outside of that skein to put these together, but I don't have any put together right now, seeing as this is for Sunday. I have to wait until I get today's temperature done so I can put these together. So as soon as I get this block done, I don't have to do anything else with it. And we'll switch to our knit one. Uh-oh. I think I messed up somewhere. Awesome! Let's frog back. Actually, let's frog it all the way back, because Alright. Let me pay attention real quick. Of course, now this block's going to take 5 minutes now, if not longer. Decrease. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Chain 1 and turn. Now maybe I won't screw it up. Because the row that I was on, it was supposed to be 4, and I ended up with 3, and I'm like, how did that happen? Probably because I wasn't paying attention. I don't really have to pay too much attention to the knit one, aside from getting the first color, the first row done. And I'd have to count 10 stitches and whatnot. Attach the color yarn, and then away I go. Now that we've got it working here, I don't have to think too much about this. So going back to the gates, I'm hoping we're not having to use our key cards or whatnot to open them every time. That would be insane. I'm hoping that's not the case, because we do get snow. We live on a very trafficy road. 1 block complete. And now we switch. And I have to find my scrap paper and my pencil. Where is my pencil? My pencil's hiding. Where'd it go? I have no idea. I guess I'm using my pen. Anyway. So let me move my phone over. Grab this. And my other knitting needle. And we start with Varsity Gold and then go to Varsity Blue. So there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, double check, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now, I'm going to add Varsity Gold. Insert my needle into the next stitch. Not have so much tail. Tie it to my black yarn. Okay, back it up, back that first gold off, put my black yarn in front, move this back over to the right hand side, and we can go. Already got 1 stitch. I'm going to count these 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Now we're ready to fly. Need to mark my row off. Wish I knew where my pencil was. Okay, it's row 1 of 8. I'm hoping this doesn't take like the whole half an hour to do, because I kind of want to get take it to the break and then get my gray skein of yarn that's sitting over there and then another black skein of yarn. And I have a list that's over here on this side of the table of what I need for the rest of the months. I need to get at least May done. But it won't get done in this session, I'm sure of it. I just want to get the blocks made first and then put together the ones I need to put together, which will require me looking at my Affinity Designer file. Make sure I don't mess it up, because that would be sad. Row 2. Ready for row 3. Yeah, there's a lot of things I wish I had known better for these temperature blankets. Like on the calendar one, using the gray as a border. I should have just used gray. Use black just on the days, and then switch to a gray yarn for the border. But it is what it is. I'm not really worried about it. I probably could have just left it off and called it a vertical border and then just attached it that way. Yeah, I could have done that, but a little late now. That's fine. It's my blanket. It's going to be a wall hanging. My oldest daughter, I was like, yeah, I don't want to weave in these ends, because I showed her the back of them before I put them together, and she's like, ooh. And I'm like, yeah. She's like, yeah, hear me out. Why don't you put something on the back, and that way you don't have to see the ends at all. No. I entertained that thought for about 5 minutes, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to. Because I want it done. That also depends on how much the temperature blanket yarn I've got left over, how much I will have, because that will dictate what I do with it, or I'll just put it into the half-used skeins will be scrap yarn, and the whole skeins I can figure something out, something else to do with them. But won't know what to do with that until the end, till it's all done. And I'm still afraid I'm gonna have to buy more black yarn. Because like 6 skeins, I guess, wasn't enough. I've got 3 whole skeins in a package over there of black yarn. So I'm hoping I don't have to use all of it, but I do have to crack it open to get another one out. Just for the sole purpose of making these blocks right now. If my yarn would behave, I could get on with this color. Yeah, so there was, if you hadn't already noticed, there was no vlog this week. And I explained in the one I'm shooting to put out next week. I didn't shoot anymore after that first day because my thumb was killing me. Like, it was hurting to do anything, so I had to wear my thumb brace for a while and then slow down on what I was doing. Trying not to do like a ton of stuff all at once like I was doing, which was putting great stress on my left hand, especially my thumb. So it's not hurting right now because I haven't really done much. I finished a bucket hat for market. I finished another little project for market. Let's see. What else did I do today? Other than laundry and dishes. Took my daughter to and from work. Yeah, that's about all I accomplished today. I did finish last week, or was it yesterday? I can't remember what day it was. But all the little Premier chenille yarn skeins I bought from the Dollar Tree last year, I just used them all up. So all the scrunchies I made, they're all finished for right now. And I was looking on the Premier website. Well, maybe they have like balls of that stuff. No, they've got cones that are $25 a piece. And I'm like, ooh, I don't know. That's a lot, because it would be like 4 cones of that yarn would cost like $100. And I'm like, I don't know. I might just buy them from the Dollar Tree, because I don't have space for a lot more yarn. I've got that bag of cotton yarn I bought on my last and final trip to Joann's, so it's sitting over there. I've also got a smaller little black bag that I'm putting my scraps of cotton yarn into, so I can like use that for other projects. Like scrap projects or whatever. Little things for my little shop that I'm still working on getting products for. Because I don't want to do like just a couple of things. I want to do a lot of different things. You know? Like hats, scarves, bucket hats, coasters, bookmarks, scrunchies, Because I do have Brene Velvet off over there in a box that I want to wait to use. Because I've got like, I don't even know how many different colors of that I have. I cannot remember. It's been sitting over there forever. So I'm getting ready to change colors. Hit into Varsity Blue. If I can get over here. Okay, attach Varsity Blue. Just hold that still. I'm setting it like this in my lap so I can like tie my yarn off. So it's not floating around. And this is the fiddly part when you're doing this intarsia stuff. Need to cut Varsity Gold off. That out of the way. Tie it off to the blue yarn. Concentration. There we go. Now, I can move that off of there. Put the blue one back to the left side for right now. Oops. I split my yarn. That's not a good thing. See if I can fix that. Got it. Bring this black yarn to the front. Slap it back over there. And now we weave in ends. As we go. Maybe. Getting it started is kind of difficult, but once you get it like looped around that first one, you can pretty well much do it every time. And it won't be so difficult. You just have to wrangle them first. Okay, let me see. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Row 1 of Varsity Blue is done. Yay! Okay, what's my timer? I got 8 minutes. Will I get done with this before we take our break? Who knows? Just trying to make sure I get everything sorted here. Row 2. And the yarn just wants to fight. Okay, row 2 is done. Yeah, I'm trying to knock a bunch of whips out. I've got a blanket over here, this one, the blue one, that it's corner to corner. I'm closing it off. I just need to sit down and finish it. So I can get that off my list and be done with it, and then take my whips down to 12. I'm still currently at 13. Including the temperature blankets and the 2 long-term blanket 10-stitch projects I've got. Because those are taking forever. I mean, I could do the mandala one, but there's so much yarn. Those jumbo mandala cakes from Lion Brand, oh my god. So much yarn. It's still a big giant ball under my desk. It's crazy. And I still have a whole other one in my room. I just need to get to a point where I can sit down and start busting that one out, because the sock blanket one's going to take longer, because when I run out of yarn I have to get more sock yarn, and I need to be able to find some somewhere. Stop fighting me. Don't think I'll finish this part before our timer ends. I mean, I could go faster, but I really don't want to hurt my thumb right now. I just want to cruise slowly. I just didn't feel like plugging my light in at the moment. I need to figure out a better setup, but I am so limited by how small this place is. Let's be real, this place is not big, it's tiny. It's like there's no room for me. It's like once the weather stops being winter, I do have a drum set I need to get rid of, so I can regain some space over there. I've got boxes and stuff in my room I need to go through and do something with. I've also got a bunch of stuff over there on those shelves I need to go through. It's just a lot of going through stuff. I've got all these 5-gallon buckets under my piano, under the couch, under the beds. I'd already gone through them once, but I need to go through them again. I am missing some stuff, and I don't know where they've gone. I have these Funko Pops, and I got a giant ceramic Darth Vader mug. I have a Stormtrooper and Grogu down here on the floor, but I am missing the Darth Vader mug, and I'm missing the Funko Pop Roger Taylor from Duran Duran figure, and I'm thinking they're together. I don't know where, but they are around somewhere, and I need to find them. I need to go through all of this stuff and set aside stuff that's either broken or I don't want, or if I can repurpose it into something else. Okay, that's not a pen, that's a crochet hook. 6, yay. Got 2 more rows, which I probably will not get done. Well, total is 4 rows. 2 more of the color, and then 2 border colors. 2 border color rows. So if that timer goes off, I will finish I'll finish something. I don't know what though. I'll finish the row I'm on, or I might just finish this and then take my break. Because this is row 7. I'm on row 8, so I will finish row 8. And I might just do the 2 border color rows just to get this out of the way, so I'm not doing this in our next 30 minutes. I will pick up, grab my gray skein of yarn, grab out a black skein of yarn, and just make my blocks. And then mark off on my list over here when I get one done. That way I can bag them, or get enough of them, and then I can like stitch them together if they need to be stitched together. It's a whole thing. So I'm just going to make the blocks. I'm not going to put them together during this episode. I want to get as many blocks done as I can. Okay, that's row 8. That timer should be going off sometime. Now I'm going to do my 2 border color rows, which should have been 4, but I screwed it up and remembered wrong. This is what happens when I don't look at my sheet. Okay, now I'm going to cut my blue yarn and tie it to the black yarn. Maybe, if my knitting needles would behave. Out of the way. Where is it at? 15 seconds. That's hilarious. So I will finish these 2 rows. So I'm not working on this during our second half an hour. We'll work on blocks. Yay! I'm on row 1 of the border. The border in between the days. Row 1. And now we do row 2. And then I can set this aside and put those away and grab my other skeins and take a break here. We made it through the first half an hour. Woohoo! Hopefully you're making progress on whatever project you decided to pick. You're doing awesome. Don't let anybody tell you any different. Come on. Why do I have such issues? Here we go. The stitch was being weird. Almost there. 2 more to go. 1 and 2. Woo! And this block is finished. Yay! Alright. Now I'm going to go take a break, clean some stuff up so I can get ready to do the other things. I'll see you in about 5 seconds. And we're back. Yay. Anyway, I did grab another black skein yarn. I got my gray here. I think, seeing as I really do not want to plug my light back in right now, I'm just going to do the gray ones. And for May, I need 14 gray and 11 black. So I'm going to see how many of these gray ones I can get done in 30 minutes. And we start. So hopefully, I probably won't get all 14 done. I'm hoping I can get maybe 5. Hoping. Oh no! Let's not lose the yarn needle onto the floor, because then I'd have to find it. And we get started. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'm thinking the stuff that I have that I'm making for my store. Should we call it a store or a shop? Either one. Let's not split the yarn. I will do tutorials for those after my shop's been open for a month or 2. That's 4. And I'm writing them down. I'm working them up as I do them. I just need to get the pattern written that makes sense, because I write it in shorthand for myself because I know what I'm doing, but people who are just starting won't know what they're doing. So I need to make sure those are absolutely perfect with no room for error. And that's going to take some time. Trying to get my hook into the last stitch to do an increase was not behaving properly. And it should be 8. Yeah, so those will come out like 3 months or so after my store opens. It'll just be the patterns that I came up with, and not like patterns that are you can use to make things and sell, but I'm not going to do tutorials for those unless it's my design. Which yeah, so because I don't want to step on anyone's toes. And that wouldn't be cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, crap. Did I screw up again somewhere? That should be 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, no, I didn't. 10, 11, 12. And now we decrease. Yeah, because I don't want to, like, do a tutorial from a pattern that someone else wrote. That's not good to do that. I would never ever do that. I would work on them during like yarn with me sessions, but I wouldn't make a tutorial video on them because it's not my design. Oh. I almost increased instead of decreased. Okay, now we're back down to 10. I think I have, let me think. Let's see, 3 of those I would do in one video. The way I make my scrunchies. Then I've got this other thing I'm doing. I don't really have a name for it yet. I'll do it for that. A couple of different ways. Let's see. I'm trying to think. There's a few. Ugh, I need to sit and design this one thing that's in my head. I just haven't done it yet. Which I need to. I need to figure it out. And with that, first block is done. Yay! Finished. That's one. Need to mark it off on my list. That way I just have what I need for May. Because I've already done April. Be nice if I could get 6 months out of this one jumbo skein of gray yarn here. So far I've done 4. This is month 5. I'm just trying to increase here as soon as I can get the first 2 rows done here. Okay. Because I want to actually have all of these, well, I'm only doing 3 months at a time on these. I wanted to do all 12, but I got bored. I managed to get January, February, and March completed before I started doing this one, the blanket for the crochet blanket. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I've got April done. And this is May. The blocks for May that I need. And it varies what I need for each month. Because June I need 14 gray ones and 12 black ones. Now, please have some yarn. I'd cake it up, but I don't want to. Yeah. So far, so good. Didn't make a mistake on this one. Didn't make a mistake on the last one either, but I came close to, like, thinking I did. Then I had to recount. And it was fine. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. The last row of increases here. And then we decrease. Get me to the increase here at the end. Maybe. It's that last stitch. Because the way it is, it's curving a little bit. It's just kind of difficult to get it in there. So there should be 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep. So now I decrease. But yeah, I'm going to try and get the tutorial projects completed, like this one that's over here. I just need to sit down and work on it. I need to alternate with my double knit blanket because I still have yet to restart on that. Gonna have some yarn. I'm probably going to do that after I edit my videos because I shot 2, well, shooting this one. This is the second video right now. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Go to 6. Need to start doing my stitch tutorials again. Because I wanted to do, there's a knit stitch. It's like, I don't remember how, I think it's a 10-row repeat. But it's a little involved. So I don't think, I would not edit that one. I would just work through it. But I wish I had a printer I could print on. And I cannot go out and get another printer right now. Because the 2 days I took off for my birthday. Well, I took 3 days off. They pay me for my birthday, though. Because it's like my paid holiday, which is kind of cool. That's block 2. See if I can get... Can I meet or exceed the block count I think I'm going to get? Because I said I'm hoping to get 5 done. I'm already on block 3. Probably would have already been on block 4 if I quit second guessing myself. Yeah, taking those days off kind of messed me up a little bit on that. And I paid, well, shoot. I gotta take care of my car insurance. Tried paying it, but it kept coming back. Oh, we're unable to process your payment at this time. Please call customer service. And I'm like, no, I don't want to. And I don't understand why. Because I've been using the same payment method every time, and now it's an issue? I don't understand. So I guess I'll figure that out. In between editing these videos that I have to do, I'm going to try to pay it again, and if it does that, I'm going to have to call them. And hopefully their call center is not closed. I mean, what time is it now? Oh, it's already 5:30? What? What? I didn't think it was 5:30. Is it? That can't be right. Yeah, that's right. It's 5:30. That's hilarious. I hope the call center's not closed. Because that would that would suck. And then I'd have to wait until tomorrow to do it. Okay, how many do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last increase. I honestly thought it was just 4. Oops, I was wrong. Time change strikes again. Because it's 5:30. It's still pretty well much light outside. Fighting with this floppy skein of yarn here. Decrease. Trying to get in there and it just wasn't wanting to go. So yeah, this isn't exactly an autopilot thing for this. Because I have to concentrate a little bit. Make sure I'm doing my increases, make sure my count is correct. And my decreases when I get to that point. Need to find a container to put these in. I know I have an empty one, I think, or somewhere. So I can have these all together, and then when I get all of them done, I can put them together if I need to put them together. Mark what week they're for, and then put them in a baggie. No, give me my yarn. Here we go. Block 3. Keep hitting my microphone. Ready for block 4. What's our time on our timer? 13.5 minutes. I should be able to get get 5 done. Do I hear 6? Trying to get the increases started. There we go. Darn it. Crocheting in silence. Yeah, because I kind of blew through what I was going to talk about in the first 30 minutes. Oops. Both loops, please. Yeah. I just need to buckle down and go through all this nonsense that's in here. Get things put away. Get rid of stuff. Pitch it if it's trash. Where am I at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last increase. Am I even counting? God darn it. No! Ugh. Chasing my hook. Oh, okay. Alright. Where am I at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I counted wrong. I've got the correct amount of stitches. 12. Decrease. Maybe I can get 6 if I didn't have such issues right on this block. Oh, the joys of being me. And we're grooving. Or at least attempting to. Trying not to speed too much. Trying not to death grip my hook because my thumb. It doesn't hurt today, but that don't mean anything. I'd kind of like it to not hurt, period. Oh, you'll never catch me, haha. Sirens. So fun. Hoping to move by fall somewhere else. Not here. Okay. Block 4, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready for block 5. Can I do 6? Sitting here in shorts because it's hot. I do have my air conditioner plugged in. I might turn that on after the video is done recording because it is a little warm in here. I can't have it on while I'm recording because it is really loud. Focused. Yeah, I put myself on a yarn buying ban because I don't need anything right now. I know Yarn Inspirations is, I don't know if they're still having their sale, but I couldn't exactly take advantage of that because I went to Joann's and bought all that cotton yarn. I need to use this stuff up before I even think about doing anything else. I think was that 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Yeah, so I need to work on doing some things with it before I even think about buying any more yarn. If I were to buy yarn, it would be acrylic yarn, because with doing hats and scarves and things, I'm gonna blow through my my stash like super quick. Oh, why'd you do this to me, yarn? There we go. When you're getting down to like the outside of the skein, you start getting like knots and yarn barf, which happens almost all the time. There's only been a few where I didn't have that issue. This is not one of them. This is not one of those times. Still trying to figure out what to do with that Ice Yarns cotton yarn I bought. I just need to sit down and like do something with it. I've just been procrastinating. I have to find my clipboard first anyway. And it's buried over there along with the graph paper I kind of need. Under all this stuff over there on the side by those shelves. It's in a box with all of my art supplies. Paper, canvases, markers, ink, glass ink pen, glass dip pen. I have 2 of them. There's got to be a better way to deal with the ink that comes in those tiny little glass bottles. Trying to open those is a pain. You get ink all over yourself, and it's semi-permanent, so you have to wait until it wears off. No matter how many times I washed my hands the first time I used it, I was just like, it was on me for like at least 2 days. Even with repeated washes. It's block 1, 2, 3, 5. Block 5. Can I do 6? Where am I at? I have 3 minutes and 44 seconds. Let's do this thing. Hopefully. I probably won't get this block done, but I will finish it before I end this video. Lightning McQueen. I am speed. Regardless of what my yarn's doing over there. In my deteriorating skein. I'm now playing Beat the Clock. Can I finish this 6th block before my time runs out? And I'm counting at the moment because I don't want to mess this up. Eh. One more increase row. Decrease. And this is my normal speed. Of how I crochet. Well, single crochets anyway. If double crochets and anything higher than that take a little bit longer. Because sometimes I'm trying to like finish the stitch and then I lose all of it because it slips off the hook. Which is no fun, because then you have to start the stitch all over again. So close. I will be surprised if I can get this one done. 2 more rows. I was this close. 1.5. Darn it. But I'm going to go ahead, seeing as I'm this close. And even if I wasn't that close, I'd have finished it off anyway. So I got like 5 9/10 or something done on this one. I tried. And we finish it off. And here's our little stack of blocks right here. 6 of them. So that's the end of this session. Let me know what you worked on, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.